Hello everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to another bonus video for the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Today we're going to be going over the vampire questline, the Radiant Vampire questline that I'm not able to show off in this playthrough. And we're going to be going over all remaining side quests for the Dawnguard DLC. This includes going to locations found in the Forgotten Vale.
Keep walking, Softgut. I'm more woman than
And completing, actually kind of doing the secrets for that. Now something that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take out the two paragons found here, which is the Amethyst Paragon and the Emerald Paragon. I don't believe there's any more paragons, which means we'll need to find the other three, but I'll be going over the locations where all five can be found when I get there. When I get to the what's it called? When I get to the Forgotten Vale. Now I was correct, there is actually no more things here, but let me just go ahead and leave. And I'll go ahead and go over the quest. I want to leave so you don't hear like my character is just talking. In fact, I'm actually gonna go a little bit away from my house. In fact, I'm actually going to pause. So the first and foremost quest, the Radiant quest that you can do if you side with the vampires is Rings of Blood Magic. This is a set quest, I believe. Which means you can only do it once. But you need to... Oh my god, ad stop. You need to retrieve the two rings, Ring of the Beast and Ring of the Eurodite, which takes you to I'm actually trying to figure out like where it actually takes you to. So you will need, it doesn't actually tell me, but apparently it's a radiant location, which means it is a random location anywhere on the map. You need to go to one of these locations, wherever it sends you to, and it will either be on a leveled boss enemy or in a chest. And the possible locations where these rings can be found is in Anshelvund, Ashfellow Citadel in the DR, Dragonborn, I think. Autumnwatch Tower, Beacon Garrick in Dragonborn, Bleak Falls Barrow, Bleakwind Blood, Blizzard Rest, Bloodlit Tower, Bloodskull Barrow, Dragonborn, Bones True Crest, Boulderfall Cave, Wreck of the Brinehammer, Bristleback Cave, which is another Dragonborn location, Riddleshin Pass, Broken Fang Cave, Broken Helm Hollow, Broken Limb Camp, Broken Tower Redoubt, Broken Task Mine, Chillwind Depths, Clear Pine Pond, Cold Cinder Cave, which is another Dragonborn DLC, and actually Broken Task Mine is also Dragonborn. Cradle Crush Rock, Crag Wall of Slope, Damp Hall Mine, Darkwater Pass, Dead Crow Walk, Deadman's Respite, Deepwood Redoubt, Dragontooth Crater, Driftshade Refuge, Druidock Redoubt, Elder's Blood Peak, Evergreen Grove, Fellglow Keep, Gunther, Forsaken Cave, Fort Fellhammer, Frostmoon Crag, Gallows Rock, Gearman's Hall, Glenmoral Coven, Bloomreach, Golden Rock, Harrymore Shame, Haldir's Cairn, Haltis Stream Camp, Hellas Folly, Hroldolf's House, which is also a Dragonborn DLC location, Ironbind Barrow, Lost Echo Cave, Lost Tongue Overlook, Lost Volkeeg, Lost Valley Redoubt, Mara's Eye Pond, Mo's Ring Pass, which is another Dragonborn DLC, Moldering Ruins, Movar's Lair, North Skybound Watch, Orlothime, Orphan Rock, Wrath of the Pride of Telvos, Ragnvald, Granvik's Fast, Redran's Retreat, Redwater Den, which is another Dragonborn DLC, Rift Rock Tower, Rimrock Burrow, Serpent's Bluff Redoubt, Shadow Green Cavern, Frequent Bastion, Shrouded Grove, Sightless Pit, Silverdrift Flare, Skyborn Altar, Sleeping Tree Camp, Southfront Sanctum, Snap Lake Cave, Steamcrag Camp, Steep Fall Barrow, Stony Creek Cave, the Kataraya, which is, I believe, the ship that you have to board as part of the Dark Brotherhood questline, Trava's Watch, Tumble Arch Pass, Uttering Hills Cave, Valtheim Keep, which is a location in Valtheim Towers, Volskig, Volenrun, and Witchmist Grove. Now, I am sure that is a lot of locations to process, but know that it will be 2 of those locations that it will send you to, and after that, you should no longer be able to like get that location. The next thing that the next thing that you could get for the vampires is another Radiant quest. You need to call Protecting the Bloodline. It will send you to a random location where you need to kill the Master Vampire and bandits. Now, I will not be going over every single location where these can be found. I just realized just how many locations that these quests could actually send you to, and I just don't want to read through all that again. But just know it'll be a random location, either in the Dawnguard Dragonborn DLC or in Skyrim. And you need to kill the Master Vampire and the bandits. Deceiving the Herd is another quest. Murder a person, a statue, and frame the Dawnguard by planting a note. So I'm assuming that you need to kill a person, statue in secret. Or maybe it doesn't really matter if you have to kill them. I'm actually going to click this quest real quick. And once again, ads. Stop ads. So you need to go to a whole capital, kill resident in public while wearing the Dawnguard armor. And then you need to plant a note on the body that frames the Dawnguard. That's essentially all it is. It's essentially, well, I guess it could be considered espionage, maybe? I don't know. Another quest you can find is Ancient Power. Retrieve an ancient vampire's body parts. This may be a Radiant quest, but it may also be set. It is a Radiant quest. Once again, ads. So this quest can be repeated up to 4 times, and you can you can either pick up a head, a rib cage, arm, hands, or leg. And again, it's like set in random locations. Just go to the location where it sends you to and find those items. That's next quest where you can get it if you side with the vampires is New Allegiances. Turn townspeople into vampires. This is a quest. Oh, I guess I should be saying this. New Allegiances is a quest given by Vin Galmo. I'll actually go back and say like where you get these quests from after this thing. But you need to it will give you like a random person that says they're deserving of the gift, and you need to head to the person's city and use a vampire seduction power on them. So the 3 possible targets are Karin in Markarth, Valinor in Riften, and Haran in Winterhold. I am assuming that these quests are set where once you turn these 3 people, you won't get these quests again. But according to this, actually, never mind. That it says the location is Radiant, so it's random, but it doesn't say the quest is Radiant. So again, that's dropped by Vin Galmo. Rings of Power is given by Farron Sadri. Protecting the Bloodline is given by Fura Bloodmouth or Garen Moretti. Deceiving the Herd is given by Farron Sadri again. Ancient Power is given by Farron Sadri again. So that actually does it for the things that the quest that I missed, like who actually gets a quest. That's a quest where you can get as a possible radiant quest for the vampire thing is Amulets and Night Power. This requires you to retrieve the Amulet of the Gargoyle and the Amulet of Bats. This quest is given by Farron Sadri, and it sends you once again to a random location, and some of those locations will actually be sending you to Soulstone, but as a little prerequisite, one of those locations is actually tied to the legend of Red Eagle. So if you get that location as where these amulets can be found, you may be forced to do the Legend of Red Eagle quest if you have not done so already. But again, like it's a random location, you'll only get 2 of the possible, I don't know, like 20, 30 locations on the list. This location where you can go is Culling the Beast. Let me go ahead and wake my game up. Culling the Beast is a quest given by Forward Bloodmouth or Garin Moretti, and these will actually will send you to a random location, and it will require you to kill a boss level vampire at a radiant location, and it is a repeatable quest, so you may get this quest a lot. Next location we can get is the Hunt. Next quest you're getting on the next location. The Hunt can be given by Fura Bloodmouth or Garan Moretti, and it requires you to kill a Dawnguard masquerading as a pilgrim. So you can either be a traveling merchant, a traveling bard, or a traveling pilgrim, and you need to kill him. It's similar to that kill the vampire masquerading as a citizen, I guess, that we covered in the last video. But again, it's random locations. Some of them are actually like towns like Kimes Grove or Nightgate Inn, or even Old Huronin, but it is random locations. Random locations regarding settlements or towns. Next quest is destroying the Dawnguard. Kill the leaders of the Dawnguard. This is a quest given by... Oh my god, stop. Ads. This is a quest given by Garen Moretti or for a Bloodmouth, and you will need to kill Agmar, Belafal, Palin, Durak, Florentius Bainius, Gunmar, Isran, and Serene Gerard. So I don't know why this, I guess maybe like if you start with the vampires, you don't actually kill the leaders of Dawnguard as part of the main story. So there's a side quest related to that instead. And last one is the gift, where you need to turn a spouse into a vampire. It is kind of self-explanatory. Now moving on to something new, actually, something that we are actually going to do. We're actually going to focus more on the side quests that we have left. So we're going to start with Impatience of a Saint. Maybe I actually already did this. So this actually may be something I may not be able to do. We're gonna try and do this location. It's actually a quest I missed in the Soul Care. So we're gonna try and do this location as possible that we may not be able to.
Do you need something? Are you sure that's something you want? This isn't like picking out a new outfit. You'll be a creature of the night, like me. Alright then. Hold still.
And now we need to go into the Soul Care. Okay, so it looks like that I actually can't return to the Soul Care, which is kind of unfortunate because there's a quest that I can't actually complete. So let's actually... It's just kind of stupid, but let me just go ahead and go over what you need to do for this quest. We also make sure that... We also make sure that I still have my werewolf thing. So, it looks like that I can't actually return to the Soul Cairn, so let me just go ahead and find, go over, like, how you complete this quest. So, this quest is given by an NPC named Jube, J-I-U-B, who was found approximately southeast from Valerica's location, among a grove of dead trees along a path. Jube will, have you, find 10 pages of his book spread across the Soul Cairn, and you'll be rewarded with the locket of St. Jube and a pristine copy of St. Jube's opus. One of the locations can be found is on the south-facing wall, south-facing side of the fortified wall. Run along it heading east. There is a set of stairs adjoining the wall, at the top of which is a soul standing next to a window. Next to the window is a first opus page. From this location, look directly through the window and you see a chest containing leveled loot. Page 2 is found to the north of Valerica's location, and there will be a small building with a broken ward wall and a chest. The page is in front of the chest. The small building is more or less adjoined to the prison where Valerica is held. This is where Durnover later sits. Page 3 is found, if you head back to the fortified wall, it will take you towards the Soul Cairn exit/entry. Once you pass through the bottleneck, take a right west, straight away and follow the wall. Not far from there will be a doorway along the wall. Go inside and you should see a chest on your left inside. Continue through and come out the other side. Straight ahead will be a structure with a crystal above it. Head up there and find the chest on top. The page will be on the floor right in front of the chest. Page 4 will, so starting from where Valerica is found, you need to turn right to go east around the building to the back. Go out the first flight of stairs, you will see two high doorways. One with stairs right side and one without stairs left side. Go up the stairs on the right. A chest is on the left side and a pile of bones on the right at the end of the hallway. The page is in front of the chest on the floor. For page 5, you need to go to Jube's campfire. Not far from this, to the south will be a square, stone-floored area with a purple glowing well and a wisp soul circling it. The page is on the floor by the well. There are also a couple bonemen roaming the area. For page 6, is nearby the stairs the Dragonborn descended while entering the Soul Cairn. Upon coming down, then look for the second building on the right. See page 8, I'll cover that later. The page is located in there next to a chest inside the doorway on the right side. There is a bone man waiting for you at the chest. The building is easiest to find by sticking to the path. It forks away to the right near the two souls sitting on the ruined walls. For page 7, after locating page 4, go down the east stairway to the ground. Follow the trail straight ahead until it comes to a T. Looking slightly to the left, you will see a light circle with a few souls around it. While standing in the middle of the light circle, face due east. Walk the short distance to the stairway and go up. You will see a small shrine on a raised stone platform with the spell tome for Conjure Mistman. That's a spell that I don't think I ever got, so whoops. The page is on the floor in front of the lantern. Be prepared for a possible attack of several Mistmen once you take the tome. For page 8, like page 6, this one is near a staircase you descended on entering the Soul Cairn. Only this time it's in the first building on the right instead of the second. This one involves shooting an arrow or bolt or spell on both of the glowing orbs next to the doorway. Doing this should lower the bars to let you in. Sticking to the same path but heading back to the stairway will take you towards page 6. For page 9, from Valerica's location, turn left and travel west until you reach a building with the crystal on top. There is a soul looking forlornly down at the skeleton and another trapped in the cage beneath the crystal itself. When you get there, use this location as a viewpoint. Look to the north, off to the left, and you should see another crystal atop a more extensive fort-like building. This is where page 9 is. Head there and enter via the steps. Travel through the maze-like layout and find the portal at the back right hand and the maze. Jump on the glowing portal, which will teleport you onto the roof. The page will be on either side of the chest beneath the health-draining crystal. To get through the amazing hallways, go up the steps, turn left at the end of the hall, turn right at the first corridor, and turn right again down the hall for the pit ahead and taking another right turn. Walk down that hall and turn left, right, and 2 more lefts. Proceed down the hall with the area rugs and turn right at the end of the hall. Looking at the pink portal, not the large sack. Jump in it and teleport to the top on top of the roof. For page 10, stand in the gap on the fortified wall facing northeast. Look to your right, you will see a blue light. Head in that direction. There will be a ghost named Morven Stroud next to his broken carriage. The page is on top of the barrel to the left of the carriage. So what I'm going to do is when this is uploaded onto YouTube, I will actually be linking this thing just for in case people couldn't follow along or couldn't understand myself. I have a habit of mumbling or not speaking as clearly as I would like. So I will be linking this thing I found online, but just know this is a missable quest apparently. And it just gives you a book, but don't really know what that book actually does. So now what we're going to do is we are actually going to finally take on some quests that we can actually do. We are actually going to start with the Ancient Fulmer Tomes. So we are going to be heading to the Forgotten Vale. So I actually need to. Actually, we're gonna start with the Paragons. So unfortunately, I'm actually gonna have to pull up a map of the Gotham Vale so I know which way I'm going. That doesn't help at all. Unfortunately, this is kind of a bad. It's kind of hard to find an actual good map for this. I know where I'm going. Just give me 1 second. I don't know where. I'm trying to figure out like where exactly. $11. I don't know where this is. So I'm actually just gonna try and go from where I think I am, which is the top right. So where I'm actually gonna try and go is to where eight. Okay, so if I am correct, I need to turn around and go to the right. This map is very disorienting. It is not at all very helpful. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to discover where things are. Problem is, this game is fairly old. It's getting close to almost 2 decades. I think it's like getting close to like a 15-year-old game. Okay, yeah, so follow this up the river. And it'll lead you to the Frost Islands where you get the amethyst. I'm actually going to cast my shout of Ori Whisper. It's a shame that the Frost Giant doesn't actually... It doesn't look like it stays on the map. I believe it would be found around here. I'm actually gonna go up this mountain a little bit. I think there would be a chest. Actually, I think it would actually be on him, so the fact that he's not here makes me think that he doesn't respond, so I won't be able to have that. But if this guide is correct, the Frost Giant will be found in this area. But unfortunately, I do not have this thing on the map. The next thing that we're going to be going to is the Frost Giant that drops a sapphire thing, so we're actually going to go up here. This is actually right next to another location for a Paragon socket. Hold on. Yes, I think we're still heading in the right direction. Problem is I can't zoom in on this map. So just give me a little bit of patience while I try to figure stuff out.
May Ariel's glow shield you from your enemy.
Okay, so I need to go up. That's the bridge I need to take. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of mild exploration. Unfortunately, this is something that I've already done before, so it's a little bit of backtracking. Unfortunately, I also don't know where the ramp to get up is. I think this is actually it right here. Something I guess I could talk about is I actually recently watched the movie Rocket Man, the Elton John documentary, and that movie was really good. I actually didn't really know that there's because a lot of the songs that they sang, which are apparently Elton John songs, were songs that I didn't actually know were actually initially from Elton John. I thought it was kind of cool. Like one of the songs, like obviously there's some songs that I actually did know where Elton John, like Rocket Man, the titular thing was just like an easy thing. But like, the song that he sang at the end, I'm Still Standing, is a song that I heard before, but I never actually knew that it was actually Elton John. And the way that they sang it, where he wrote this song after he just kind of recovered from addiction. That was really interesting. That's actually like a very powerful moment in the movie, and it came like right at the end. There's like a lot of movies that I really liked, and I just can't believe that so many people in his life were just freaking dicks to him. Like even his family just didn't respect him because of the fact that he was gay, and it's just like so fucked up. But I'm glad it kind of apparently has his life together now. And so around here is where the Emerald Paragon was. Unfortunately, it's not where the Sapphire Paragon I was trying to go to is. I will say there was some moments where I was kind of uncomfortable. And a lot of people kind of get squeamish about the gay scenes. Like whenever there's like, especially like if you see like a scene where like two gay guys just have sex. I wasn't really, there was a scene like that in the movie, but wasn't really squeamish about that. I typically just don't really like to see movies where people's lives just kind of fall apart. They kind of attack those that are trying to help them. There's a scene in the movie where essentially Elton John kind of turns his back against his friends in order to like pursue fame, whatever, and that's just part where I just kind of, I guess, lost interest in, because it was just kind of painful for me to see that. I did like how it ended. I don't know where this thing is supposed to be. Oh, there it is. This should be the Sapphire Paragon. Okay. Now that we found 3 of the 5, and we actually know where to get the other ones. How to get back here, I should say. Let's work on trying to get the other Paragons. So we got Amethyst, Sapphire, and Emerald. But let's go ahead and look for the Diamond Paragon. And then I'll be right back. Be right back. One second. It's one of the few times that I not tell my dad that I'm gonna be recording, because usually these don't take that long. Wants me to call his phone. Alright, so let's we need to head to the glacial crevice to find another frost giant. And the glacial crevice is found over here. So we'll come back to this area once we're ready to use the things, and we'll actually have to use those sockets, those paragons, when we have to like go for all the tomes. So we need to go back this way, so we will try and like be quick about this. We are currently 48 minutes, looks like, into the recording. Luckily, we are at the tail end of this, or not really the tail end, but approaching the end. This will be kind of a shorter bonus episode. Methinks. Something that I want to apologize for, I was actually trying to be careful and making sure that I didn't miss any quests for the Soul Cairn when I was doing a visit, because this is what I consider to be 100% playthrough, but it is so difficult to 100% everything in a Skyrim, in an Elder Scrolls game, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong, and oftentimes there are points of no return. Or there are dungeons you can explore, but you can't re-explore, return to. An example is actually, in fact, Soul Cairn, where it looks like they can only go to it once as part of the main story, and you can't go back to backtrack or complete previous quests, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is something that I noticed. But I do kind of wish that I was able to cover it. I do wish that because I actually looked up like all the quests for Soul Cairn, and I was trying to make sure I did all the quests for Soul Cairn. I did not see that jib thing. So if you I can understand that there may be people out there say, oh well, this is 100% playthrough. I'm covering the stuff that I missed. I'm covering like the things that I was not able to show off. So I hope you can forgive me for just missing just one thing. In fact, there's actually a couple quests I was just simply not able to complete. But I do apologize for not being able to do that. But again, I'm only human. Mistakes are bound to happen. I do hope you guys can forgive me for kind of missing out on that. I will say that when I do replay this game, I'm actually gonna try and complete like all the I'm actually gonna try and complete all the quests on that I was not able to complete in this stream series. Again, there may be some quests I I will be forced to miss. How's that guy not drowning? I'm just gonna ignore him. Part of the reason why I'm going out of my way to cover all this extra stuff, even though I technically don't have to, is really just for the sake of covering it. Because it's technically the series is over. I'm just covering the stuff I was not able to cover just for completion's sake. And I think we need to progress this dungeon normally. I hope. I'm also gonna turn up my... Oh, my bomb's already maxed, just doesn't feel like it's that loud. Like, these farmers really aren't that bad. Got the best armor and sword in the game, so not really too worried about it. Check the map. There's something below me. I was seeing something on the map. So I'm assuming once we leave this area, we'll be able to head north and get to this frost troll location. Shh, you scared the shit out of me.
Keep your eyes open here.
Let me actually look this up. So it's 15. I think I may have gone too far. So according to this wiki, actually after exiting this cave, so we'll progress until we leave this cave, I guess. I have like two different sources for Paragons open. One has a map and one has just general, like one sentence on descriptions. So it should be up here, maybe. There you go. And there's our frost troll. Or frost giant, I should say. I do really like the designs of these frost giants. It looks so cool. So I actually do want to check something. So while we are here, there's actually a chieftain's tent that we could. We may actually already have this, but this is where one of the unknown books are. Got a master done. I have to go back up.
What have you got?
And let's keep going until we get to this chieftain's hut. Then I'm actually fast travel back to the Forgotten Vale just at the beginning. Is there something worthwhile at the end of this? In the next area? I should go ahead and consult the map. I believe this is where the unusual book will be, and yes, in fact, that is. So it looks like I already have this, and I think it would actually be on this table. It looks like we'll not be getting this, we'll not be showing this off, but I believe it'll be either on this table or in this chest, but looks like we already have it. Okay, next up. $19. It's like we are continuing until we reach the inner sanctum. There is something that we missed, so we'll have to go back and get it. There's a unknown book location found. There's an unknown book location that I actually found where the God, I can't think. There's an unknown book location found before we enter the little crevice in that little Palmer stronghold thing. So I had to go back and get that. Yeah, so we need to go left. Son of a bitch. We actually need the initiates you were. I believe is in my house. Can I fast up one now? I have to come back into this. Actually, a good thing that we're doing this is now I can actually go back and get the stuff that I missed on my previous playthrough.
Can I help you?
Hello, my love. Back from some adventure?
No.
Wanna play a game? Aww.
Initiates you or should be in here. And I know I can't fast travel from my home, which is kind of stupid, but
Yes, my love. What do you need?
So I guess while we're here, while we're backtracking, we can actually get something that I missed my first time around, which is there's actually a book right at the base of this, so we need to stick to the right. Luckily, since we already killed all the NC4, these enemies should still be dead. There's one of the books. So I guess while we're here, we could try and kind of go around and get the things that we missed first time around. Seven. Word wall, which we already have. I guess the only other thing that we are missing is actually the book that we missed in the Farmer Village, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Then we'll actually head back to where the thing is and just kind of like speed run through it. And then we'll go ahead and try and get the rest of this stuff done. So we're actually approaching the end of this. We are currently an hour and 10 minutes into the recording, if I'm reading the timer right. Okay, so we need to go. Should be a hot like right about here. Which I can't actually set a waypoint. I think I've only turned in one of these books, so I definitely will need to do all of them. Or 3 of them, I should say. Okay, let's go up. May not be it. Maybe up here? I think it's up here either. I know where it typically ends, and I think I'm actually approaching it right now. Get the map. It should be just south of this location here. Fortunately, I think that I may have already gotten it. Let me take another look at the map. In fact, let me... Yeah, I actually think it might actually be the location that went here. That sort of thing that was kind of out of the way. I think that's actually where it was. I think there was a table on there. I think that's where it would have been. So I think it's safe to say I already got this, but if you check these HUDs, it will be in one of them. So that actually does it for all the locations. Let's actually go ahead and get the last Frost Troll. Fortunately, this means we'll have to do the Run of Shame. Because we didn't have the Ewer, because I didn't know I had to have the Ewer. Actually going the wrong way. Yeah, I think it'll be in that house there, unless it's down there. There are potions I'll take, but there's nothing here that I need. But I guess it was kind of worth going into. But I think it's safe to say that I already got this book. I'm honestly amazed I didn't die there. I came pretty close. Now we need to go back to the Inner Sanctum and get the last things we need. And we'll just need to fast travel out and fast travel back to the Facial Crevice to get the last thing. I was actually looking for him. I thought he was underwater, but I guess he just popped back out just to shoot at me. I really wish there was like a speed potion. Is there a shot I can use? No. I was thinking it'd be nice if there's like a speed boosting shout. We're just gonna try and like speed through this and just try and get to the inner sanctum as fast as possible just to get the last frost troll, which will get us the last paragon. Alternatively, if you're not planning on using these just to explore new locations, you could get like a hefty amount of money from them, but your best bet is, unfortunately, you may not be able to get like the most amount of money you can get. Because this is worth, oh, that's pretty cheap, but Diamond 2,000. I think your best bet if you're planning on selling them is just to go to a Thieves Guild barter thing, whatever they're called, fence. How are you still alive? Okay, let's go. I will be glad once I'm actually able to finish all these bonus episodes because this has been on my system for a very long time, and I would just love to finally be able to be done with this and move on to other projects. After I finish the bonus episodes for this game, I'm gonna uninstall that and reinstall Far Cry 3, which will have one bonus episode for the chest I missed in my first playthrough. After I do that bonus video, I'm gonna uninstall and work on the bonus videos for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. And there's actually two that I was planning on doing for them. And I honestly forget what one of them was. But I know one of them was for the multiplayer. I know one of them was for the multiplayer, and the other... Oh, right, it was covering that bugged achievement. But I'm probably going to focus on doing the bugged achievement first, which will likely take some farming. But I'm hoping that it will take one run. If it takes multiple, then I will just have to do like a montage. Just me getting to the end, just recording me finishing the mission. Just keep on doing that over and over and over again until the achievement pops. This will be on a separate save file. This will not be for 100% completion. It'll just be a standard Let's Play. But I'm hoping that by doing that, I will be able to get that achievement that I'm missing. And then after that, I'm actually going to do the multiplayer offline and just play with a group of friends and just essentially talk to them as I'm playing. And I'm planning on doing like a bonus video going over the achievements where I just go over advice on how to get like X achievements. And I'm hoping that I will be able to get all of them by playing with good people that I can talk to. But do not expect me to do like video coverage or the multiplayer. It's just something that I'm not really that interested in, and I feel like that wouldn't be very entertaining. It wouldn't be something that I will be able to do. There's a lot of people, if I'm doing looking for a group, that are very uncomfortable with the idea of being recorded for like YouTube or Twitch. So I usually try and like keep people's like commentary, keep people's things like out of just kind of keep their activities, keep their words to themselves. And but so I will just be doing the multiplayer offline. I think I'll actually have more fun doing that when I'm actually playing with people I'm actually talking to. I did actually somewhat enjoy the game, or I did somewhat enjoy the I didn't realize I was, never mind. I did somewhat enjoy my time playing the multiplayer, but it's not something that I consider to be like too entertaining, I guess. It's not something I'm actually feel like I'll be able to do for the be able to provide like full commentary and actually be somewhat entertaining what I'm doing, because I do acknowledge I'm actually really bad at that. Yeah, so actually I think that's it. I do want to see where this takes me. And let's actually turn in these books, and then we'll go ahead and do the thing. Of course, we will need to leave. Let me also verify and see if I have the things we need. See, 1 should have 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go to the college winter hold. And hope a dragon doesn't attack. don't know why it tells me to go to the Archmage's quarters first instead of the Arcanium. I'm also starting to become aware that sometimes when I speak, I just kind of speak under my breath.
Archmage, all this knowledge.
I hope you can still
not for you.
Understand me, okay?
My offer is still 1,000. Did you want to sell? Here you go. I don't care if you wrote it yourself. If you want a book from here.
Yeah, so I think we got everything else. If I missed anything, feel free to send me a comment, but I'm not about to go through like all my things, as I believe I have gone over all the locations for the books. You just go ahead and verify. I think we got everything. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go back to the Forgotten Vale one last time. And we'll go ahead and put these Paragon statues in. So this will be the last thing, second last thing actually, I will do before we end this stream. The other thing that we're going to be doing is actually curing Serana of her vampirism, I should say. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I have already expressed my dislike for vampires and throughout the series, but I just wanted to state that the reason why I want to turn Serana into a human is so that I can heal her if she's getting low, and right now she does not heal from restoration magic. So there are times when I'm in tight quarters and I'm feeling that by attacking I will end up killing my companion. I don't want to encounter a scenario where I can't do that, so if I'm in tight quarters and my companion is fighting, I would rather just heal my companion rather than trying to accidentally attack and kill her. So I'd rather her be a human so I can keep her alive if necessary than have her be a vampire and her just essentially going down and me being forced to try and lead the enemies away from the away from her essentially. And now we're gonna be doing this. We'll do Sapphire next. We're not gonna pick up all those gems. I have way too many. I want to go ahead. Emerald. I don't know where this is. I guess there's no chest, or if there is, I don't see one. But I guess it's like an interesting location. Weird that there's no chest, but there was in the other two. Ruby! Second to last one. This looks like another location with nothing in it. I guess it's also kind of interesting, just a new area. Last one, diamond. Okay, well that was interesting. It's a new location, Forgotten Vale. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to travel to Morthal. I'm actually going to show you how to heal Serana. So we need to talk to Falion. Or I need to find Falion, I should say. This is also how you would cure yourself of vampirism.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hand.
Before I leave, let me go ahead and check this room. Maybe he's at his home. I cannot stress this enough. I really fucking hate dragons. And now let's actually go ahead and head to the direction of Morthal, which is nowhere close. I'm actually gonna fuck it off fast travel. Normally I don't do this, but swear to God, if this fucking dragon comes back.
My talents are much needed. Morthal is a troubled place. It's my duty to see it rest in peace. As anyone will tell you, Morthal can be a dangerous place. My talents are useful here. I help maintain order, even if it goes unnoticed. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
I think
All right, then.
Oh, what is it? I'm not talking about this with you anymore.
Please remain indoor.
okay, so I may have screwed the pooch here. Apparently you can turn Serana back into a human, but I can't do it for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I just realized it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. So there's actually, I actually kind of screwed up, so let me just go ahead and read this, blur this from the official Skyrim wiki. If you side with the Dawnguard, you can convince Serana to cure her vampirism after completing the main quest line and leaving Volkahar Cathedral. Convincing her is dependent on the conversations you have with her during the quest line. A conversation option, "Have you always been a vampire?" will become available after Serana brings the scroll to Fort Dawnguard and you ask her to follow you. There are a few possible choices you can make while conversing with her about this. However, if you ask her if she has thought about getting cured, she will refer to her condition as a gift and say that she will never seek a cure for it. Should she say this, you can still ask her to seek a cure after her father has been defeated, but she will refuse and then refuse to speak to her about it about further should you ask it again. If you do wish to cure her vampirism after the main quest line, then choose the option "Are you alright?" instead of asking her about a cure. Once you ask this, she will end the conversation, but you will still be able to convince her to seek a cure at Fort Dawnguard after her father is dead. If you cannot get the "Are you alright?" option to come up, you likely can't have her cured.
Yes?
Unfortunately, it may be SOL. I can't actually turn her into a vampire. That is so stupid how you can't. You have to like do this roundabout way. But I believe that does it for all of the new, all of the remaining stuff you can do for the Dawnguard DLC. If I am missing something, feel free to send me a message in the comments of this video. In the meantime, I'm actually going to end recording here. Next time, the next bonus video I'm going to be making is for the Dragonborn DLC. We will be covering all the side quests that I was not able to cover. And the final bonus video will follow just after that, where I will be showing the locations of every single East Empire pendant and Solstein. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all next time.